do you think the media went from being biased or bad to really worse, what we have today?
They weren't winning. They just weren't winning. And they had to say, what can we do to help our side win? I mean, you're right. We had a lot of people against my father in the media back then, but they were still reporting news. Today, they don't report the news. They give you the opinion on the news, their opinion, in fact, on the news. And thank goodness for outlets like, Fox and Newsmax and others could show what was going on. Remember, nobody watching MSNBC or CNN knew there was a problem at the border. They'd never see anybody at the border. Only Fox had anybody at the border. And they were surprised. So it was genius how the governors finally stepped up and said, we're going to let them see the border. We're going to start busing people to New York, to Manhattan, to Martha's Vineyard. We're going to start busing people there so they can see what we're dealing with. And it wasn't until then that America started to wake up and say, whoa, wait a minute. There is a problem, at the border. And the only person talking about it was, in fact, Donald Trump. And so the media's completely changed. And that's what's really sad. They just became another arm of the progressives or the far left. And they're still doing it today. I mean, Trump's now won, and they're still doing it. They're doubling down on these things like, well, we just weren't tough enough. Well, you had a candidate that never was voted on. You had a coup against the president of the United States to put her in the place of the president of the United States. And now you have some of these fools actually calling for Biden to step down and make her president before the 20th of January. I mean, these people are certifiably nuts. And I think America figured it out. And I wrote an op-ed piece, about what I said to Trump 2015 when he called me. He said, I'm thinking of running for president of the United States as a Republican. What do you think? And I said, honestly, I think you'll destroy the Republican Party. Do you have another question? And we sat there and talked. He said, well, I didn't know your father, but I liked your father because I like your father. I like you. I said, well, thank you. He says, if I win, could we have a Reagan Day at the White House? Would you bring your family? I said, of course. I said, if you do that, we'll have a Trump Day at my dad's ranch, and you're invited to a Trump Day at the ranch. He said, okay. I said, good luck, goodbye. And that was it. But what I wrote in the op-ed piece was, I was right. He destroyed the Republican Party. But he had to destroy the Republican Party to rebuild the Republican Party what it is today.